Welcome to Whores Talk Horror.
We're not really whores. We just like wordplay.
Hello, I'm Sharon.
And I'm Melinda.
Welcome to Whores Talk Horror. Happy New Year, everyone. For our first episode of the new year, we wanted to do something a little special and fun. We decided to do a horror movie trivia challenge, which Mindy and I love to do. But this time, Mindy and I won't just be embarrassing ourselves by how bad we are at trivia alone. Today, we will be joined by two other badass female podcast hosts and embarrass ourselves in front of them as well.
Making her debut on our show, we have Allison from Who's There, a podcast about horror fans.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for showing up this early on a Sunday morning. We also have returning guest, comedian, and writer Emily Winter, host of podcast Comedians with Ghost Stories.
Hello.
Emily, welcome back to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me again.
And thanks for coming back.
I'm terrified. This is going to be embarrassing.
Yeah, no, we all are. It's good. It's all good.
All right. Well, yes. Thank you both so much for being here. One of the reasons that we invited you both to be on this episode is because you both love horror movies, but also I know that you both play trivia. Allison, you play horror movie trivia every week. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes.
All right. So we expect you, whoever's team that you're on, we expect you to basically pull that team.
I'm terrible. I was playing last night and I almost got the question wrong of who was the killer in Friday the 13th. So.
Oh. All right.
That's
well,
okay.
No pressure.
That's okay.
No pressure. And
I got there. So.
And Emily, you actually host Zoom trivia nights.
Yes, I do. It's been a pandemic job of mine. And as we record this, at the end of 2020, I have hosted 7 billion holiday parties this month, and I am exhausted. But no questions about horror movies in there.
All right. Well, no pressure on you either. As we told you before, when we invited you, Mindy and I also both suck at trivia, so we're just here to have fun, a little friendly competition. As always, Spencer will be our quiz master. Spencer, do you want to go over the rules?
Yes, I do. So thank you for allowing me to come back and be your quiz master again. And also, thank you for making my job harder and harder every time. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yes, we have two guests with us this time. Welcome, Allison and Emily. I hope you're better at trivia than Sharon and Mindy. Actually, I hope you're not, because I think that'll make it more entertaining. And I don't know about you, but all I want to be is entertained. Let's bring on the entertainment. Okay, so since we have 4 players this time, we are going to split you all into 2 teams. And yes, Sharon and Mindy do not get to be on the same team together. Sorry.
It's probably for the better.
Yes. So I have written our guests' names on Post-it notes, which I will hold in my hands, and Sharon will pick a hand at random. So I am holding these up to the camera on our Zoom call so you can see that I actually do have them written down. So one is being crumpled up into one hand. The other is being crumpled up into the other hand, and Sharon will now come from the office into the dining room where I am, and she will pick a hand.
Oh my God.
All right. Our office door sticks, so it's going to be really loud when I open it. So if you're wondering what that noise is.
What a loud door.
All right. There's the camera. Who is it? Allison. Woo-woo!
Yes. I don't get picked last.
Let's do it. Let's kill him.
Okay, so Sharon picked Allison. That means Emily is on Mindy's team.
Sweet.
If you quickly want to come up with a team name, that's totally fine, but that is not part of the game, so it doesn't even matter.
I've only had 1 cup of coffee.
You're the guest, Allison. Pick a team name for us.
Oh, God. I didn't even name my own podcast or either one of my cats. So I defer to you.
How about the Sydney Prescott's?
Yes. Okay. Great. I like.
Emily, do you have a team name in mind since you're the guest?
Well, I feel like we should do something because we're from the same area, although you and Sharon are too. But can we be like South Side, South Suburb girls or something?
Yeah. The Resurrection Marys. How about that?
Oh, perfect. Resurrection Marys. All right.
All right, so I have notated on my little scorecard who is on which team and your team names. We have Sharon and Allison are the Sydney Prescotts. I wrote Cindy. It's Sydney. And Mindy and Emily are the Resurrection Marys. Excellent. Okay. I have written this on my scorecard. Maybe someday we can actually auction off this scorecard for a ton of money to be donated to a food bank or something like that, if we ever get to that level. Okay, so since Sharon got to pick her teammate, that means Mindy's team gets to go first.
All right.
That means, Emily, do you feel comfortable going for first, or is that too much pressure?
No, let's do it. Listen, this is going to be a big mess, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. I like your attitude, Emily.
I am excited. Okay, so just a few more logistics before the game begins. This is the rule reading part of the game, which is always the favorite part. Everybody loves that. So the way this will work is that I will ask a question to one person of a team. In this case, that will be Emily. If she doesn't know the answer, her teammate, Mindy, can give it the old college try. If they both fuck it up, the other team will get a chance to steal, because that's how we do things here. We like stealing. But the second team only gets one shot to steal. You will not get a chance to discuss because of the logistics of recording this in 4 different cities across the country. So technically, we could use breakout rooms in Zoom, but that's too much. So if you think you know the answer, you have to raise your hand and I will call on you. But if you both raise your hands, I don't know, we'll just talk it out and figure it out at that point. Do you have any questions?
Nope.
No.
Bring it.
So with that, we will get started on this 5th Horrors Talk horror movie trivia episode. I think it's 5. Time flies when you're recording and editing brand new episodes every single week for a year and a half, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, first question to Emily. Which 3 horror films did serial killer Ed Gein inspire?
Whoa, what? Oh no. Okay. 3 horror film serial killer. I don't even know Ed. You know what I mean? He's not come. I don't watch those documentaries about serial killers because I can't sleep as it is, and I don't need to know about them. Okay.
I could think of 2, but I can't think of a third. I don't want to say which 2 because that'll give it to the other team.
Right. Do you want to go? Do you want to try and then guess on the third?
Sure.
Oh, like it's not a trilogy. It's 3 separate movies. Got it. That makes me not knowing any even worse. All right, I'm passing it to you. Let's do it.
Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, and The Muppets Christmas.
Oh, so close. Sydney Prescott's. Do either of you have a guess? Okay, Sharon's
Fucking
hand
Sharon.
went up.
Well, the one that Mindy missed is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Damn it.
And then also Psycho and Silence of the Lambs. So,
Ding, ding,
Thank you,
ding.
Mindy.
This is the part where I start swearing, like, I knew that. I fucking knew that.
I want to remind the Resurrection Marys that Sydney is the final girl. So, just saying.
Mindy, I was impressed with that knowledge, and now I just realized my husband can probably hear, and he knows everything about horror movies, and he's like not gonna speak to me for a week after this. I'm so embarrassed.
That's how I feel in this household. Okay, so our second question will now go to the Sydney Prescotts. That's too hard to say. I'm just going to say the Prescotts. So, Allison, this is to you. What 2009 horror film from Platinum Dunes referred to a child who was only known by the name of Jumby? Multiple choice. Many of these questions today will be multiple choice. A, The Horseman. B, The Unborn. C, My Bloody Valentine 3D. Or D, The Return.
I know which one I want to guess, but I'm really not sure.
Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Can I defer? Can I talk to Sharon?
You, Sharon, what do you, yeah, maybe a little
She
bit?
can. I don't know the answer.
So she's not going to help you in any way.
It's not my bloody Valentine. I know that.
All right, chance has just gone up if that's correct.
I want to say it's the unborn. Cause that's a guess. It could be the one of the other ones, but I don't know.
At this point, you just have to do something, right? And if you got one guess,
Okay.
is that your final answer?
Sharon, can I guess that?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Unborn.
You are correct.
Woo!
Very nice.
Good job.
Well done.
Mindy, for the record, that's what I would have guessed, just so you know. Okay, yeah.
Was there anything that made you think of the unborn as jumping out as to the other ones?
It was about a child, you said, that doesn't really have a name. So.
Good guess. Yeah. All right. Third question. This is going to Mindy.
All right.
In the Asian market, K-horror used ghosts, possessions, and folktale reimaginings to scare the audience. Which of these four films, I will say four films, which of these four films did not have connections with South Korean cinema?
Oh, fuck.
A, Into the Mirror. Honestly, of the group of the four of you, you're probably the best one to answer this, right? So A was Into the Mirror. B is Whispering Corridors. C is The Eye from 2002. And D is A Tale of Two Sisters.
Well, I know it's not the last two. What were the first two?
Into the Mirror, Whispering Corridors, The Eye, A Tale of Two Sisters.
I would guess between the first two. Emily, any thoughts? Any gut reactions?
No. Well, my gut reaction is B, so then it's probably A, right?
Let's try it. A? You want to go with that?
Yeah.
Let's do A.
Okay, so A was Into the Mirror. I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Son of a bitch. Was it B?
My gut reaction was right for one.
I can't tell you the answer.
Oh, shit, that's right. Sorry.
Allison, do you want to go with B?
Yeah, let's do it.
Son of a bitch.
We'll choose B then.
So you're going with Whispering Corridors?
Sure, because I have no idea.
The other two are Japanese, so.
You are incorrect.
What?
So the answer is possibly Japanese. It is The Eye.
Oh, you're right. That is Japanese, isn't it?
Because the question is which does not have connections with South Korean cinema.
Okay.
Can I speak to the manager?
Sharon's the manager in this household. Okay, so no points on that one.
We're doing great, Emily.
So the score is 2-0, right?
Correct. 0 points.
Yeah. So we can come back from that.
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole game ahead of us.
Yeah.
It's early in the game.
Okay, where are we? This is to Sharon. While horror films from down under have never been quite so prominent, some important horror fare has emerged over the years. What 2005 horror film, directed by Australian filmmaker Greg McLean, saw 3 tourists killed by an outback murderer? 4 options. A, Lake Mungo. B, Wolf Creek. C, The Loved Ones. Or D, Storm Warning.
All right. Well, I've only seen 2 of those. I've seen Wolf Creek and I've seen The Loved Ones, and I know it's not The Loved Ones. I'm going to go with, I think, the second one. Allison, would you agree? Wolf Creek?
I know it's not The Loved Ones too. But yeah, I haven't seen Wolf Creek, but I know that it's about tourists, so you can go with that one.
Okay. We're going to go with Wolf Creek.
B, Wolf Creek is correct.
Yes.
Woo!
There they go again. Getting points.
I know, right?
The Sydney Prescotts are pulling ahead 3-0.
I'd just like to mention that Sharon was like, I'm going to be in the other room so no one thinks that we're cheating because we're in the same household. And I was like, whatever.
I can confirm. You guys saw her run back and forth.
Can I just let you know that Spencer actually had like 40 questions prepared, and then when he went to the website today to go check them, he realized the website completely changed their format and all the questions he had prepared today were gone. So like at 8 a.m, he's like scrambling, pulling questions off of like websites.
No.
There was no cheating. I have no idea. Like he wouldn't even talk to me this morning. He was so pissed.
Yeah, I was going to mention this earlier and I totally forgot. I had a mini heart attack this morning. I went to a link because it had all the questions and answers, and they were in a certain order, and they were from all these different quizzes. And then I go back, and the website had changed. It was, you could only play certain quizzes. So then I had to go through and like essentially play some quizzes to find out, like, to get a whole new list of questions.
That doesn't sound time consuming.
Right?
No. I was so fucking stressed this morning, you wouldn't believe.
So, Mindy, there's definitely no cheating going on.
I don't care about the score. To me, it's just bragging that you got all these rooms that you're talking about. Like, Allison and I are in New York City, and you got doors and rooms, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I have like one big apartment of clutter, right? Especially right now with Christmas and working from home. So, yeah.
These are essentially our only 2 rooms, though. You should know.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, we are on our next question. This is, I believe, to Emily. This was in a list of a quiz called Buckets of Blood. So it starts off, buckets of blood were certainly let loose in Eli Roth's 2005 horror film set in Slovakia. What movie featured the sadistic tortures of the elite hunters? A, The Human Centipede. B, Wolf Creek. C, Hostel. Or D, Turistas.
Okay, well, first of all, I have to say that this is relevant trivia for me because Buckets of Blood was the original name for the Bloody Mary, the cocktail, which is important just
well
in
done.
my life.
It's important.
Okay, so can I discuss with Mindy a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, so it's not the Human Centipede, right?
I've never seen it. I'll be totally honest,
That's
but
the
I
one
don't
where
think
you
so.
tape your mouth to somebody's butthole. I
Right.
feel like that's not Buckets of Blood.
Right.
I mean, it depends on, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah, stop, Spencer.
Yeah. Excuse me, I laughed way too loud into that microphone. Okay. And one of them was an option for something else. Was it the right answer? I was not paying attention.
There was, Spencer, can you read the options again?
Yes. The other 3 options were Wolf Creek, Hostel, and Turistas.
Well, Wolf Creek was the answer to their question, which I don't think.
Yeah, so it's Hostel or Turistas, but I've seen Hostel.
Okay. It's been a long time since I've seen Hostel. I don't really.
Okay, so Hostel is the one where I think like they take people that are staying in a hostel and then they like people that want to pay for sadistic experiences go and cut them up and torture them, and it's great. I mean, it's a fine film.
Spoilers.
Sorry, yeah, but I mean, you got to see it. It's the fun is in. I'm not going to finish this sentence. Okay. So should we go with Turistas?
I think so.
We're going to go with that one. Was that D?
That was D.
Okay.
It is also incorrect.
Fuck.
I'm leaving.
Emily, we're going to own this crown we're building right now.
Spencer, can you read the question one more time?
Yes. So this is Eli Roth's 2005 horror film set in Slovakia. What movie featured the sadistic tortures of the elite hunters?
It was. Sharon, I'm pretty sure it was Hostel because it took place in Bratislava.
Damn, girl.
Yeah. I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Oh my God. How did you know where it took place?
Allison even knew the name of the town or something. I don't know.
I almost went to Bratislava once. I wasn't going to stay in a hostel there, but I almost went. That's the only reason why I know.
This is like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, that movie. What was that movie called?
Dog Millionaire?
Yes, this is like a Slumdog Millionaire situation. Okay.
You know, Mindy, I don't know why I eliminated Hostel just because I had seen it. I was like, well, I already watched it, so it can't be the right answer. That doesn't make sense. That's not, those things don't correlate. Okay, let's move on. I'm so sorry.
I've actually never seen Hostel either because I won't watch it because I stay in hostels. So I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's a gory one. Like, it's not, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, isn't it considered to be one of like the most gory movies of recent years or something?
Is it? That would make sense, but nothing to me is as scary as House of a Thousand Corpses, like gory-wise.
That's one of Sharon's favorites.
I used to watch House of a Thousand Corpses every night to help me fall asleep.
Oh my God. That's the most goth chick thing you could ever say. Like, this puts me to sleep, man.
I'm so not goth though.
If you met Spencer on a dating website, was that like on your dating profile?
No, Spencer and I actually met back in college, like in 1999 we met.
Yeah.
And we were just friends, and then he moved to Hawaii to become a bartender, and that's like a whole other story.
It's a whole story.
We're both each other's second marriages, so.
Oh, okay.
Man, Hawaii to become a bartender. You know you could do that in Chicago, but that rules. That is awesome.
Long story short, it didn't happen.
Oh,
Yeah, that can be a whole story for another episode.
Cool.
Yeah, if Sharon were ever on a dating site, I think she would definitely have to put in something like, I go to sleep to House of a Thousand Corpses. And then you immediately know something about her from that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't date a guy that responded to that.
yeah.
Because he might be like one of the characters in House of a Thousand Corpses. I don't know. But anyways, back to trivia. Whose turn is it?
I can hear her talking over there, and then a split second later, I hear her in my headphones. Okay, this next question is for Allison. Described by some critics and fans as one of the goriest movies ever to appear in the genre. No, we're not talking about Hostel, which is what I said before. What 1992 film from Lord of the Rings director Peter Jackson featured a rather graphic scene using a lawnmower? I should probably give you the options, shouldn't I?
Oh, fuck.
A, Mindy got so excited. A is Brain Dead. B is Black Sheep. C is Undead. And D is Cannibal Holocaust.
Whenever I think of lawnmowers, I think of that Ethan Hawke movie.
That wasn't the Lawnmower Man, was it?
No. He's the writer, and he moves his family into a murder house. It's not.
Sinister.
Yes,
Sinister.
Sharon, you looked like you knew, because I don't.
Yeah, I know the answer, but Spencer didn't read the answer. Unless it has a different title in New Zealand, a different working title, because here it's called Dead Alive.
Yep.
Stand by, I'll do some research.
Yeah, you need to do a check on that, because I've seen this movie. And also, I'm a huge Lord of the Rings nerd, so the reason I know this is because I love Peter Jackson and Lord of the Rings.
Well, and that director started out making scary-ish movies.
Yeah.
And I say ish because I haven't, of the movies I've seen, I never really thought they were that scary, but they were good.
They're more fun and, like, just bloody for, like, I don't know, just over the top, like, blood. Like,
Sorry, I think I have the answer to your question, but I do officially have the answer to your question now. I have to find my Zoom tab. Okay, we are back. Okay, so Sharon, what is your answer?
Dead Alive.
Okay, that would be correct. It is also known as Brain Dead.
That was going to be
Which
what I
was
was going
A.
to say.
So, yeah, in certain countries it's called Brain Dead. In other countries it's called Dead Alive. And I'm pretty sure I still need to see that movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Okay, well, that is another point for the Sydney Prescotts.
What's the score?
Yes, let's do a score check.
Yeah, let's do a score check.
The Sydney Prescotts, which consists of Sharon and Allison, they have 5 points.
Yeah.
And the Resurrection Marys, Mindy and Emily have 0 points.
We're doing great.
But, you can still bring it home. You can still bring it home. Okay, Mindy, this question is to you.
Great.
Slither, released in 2006, was about which of these? 4 options. A, snakes. B, parasites. C, snails. Or D, lizards.
I'm pretty sure, actually, that it's B. I'm pretty sure on this one, Emily. Let's go with B.
She gave the thumbs up. That means they are going for B, which is parasites, which is correct.
Woo!
They're on the board.
Finally.
Oh my God, the pandemic's all been worth it. This is great.
Mindy and Emily got 1 point on the 5th horror trivia.
Shut up.
Okay. This question is to Sharon.
All right.
If you get this wrong, Tom Hanks starred in which suburban comedy directed by Joe Dante in 1989?
Oh, come on.
No multiple choice.
I don't need it. I'm going with The Burbs.
And where is the apostrophe in that one? No, I'm kidding. Yes, The Burbs is correct.
I had no idea, so that was a good thing that you knew it.
That's like a childhood classic.
I totally recommend that movie. It rules, but it's so hard to find. I think we had to we did like a Tom Hanks rewatch of tons of movies at the beginning of this nightmare that has been the last 9 months or whatever, and I think we had to like get stars or something. Like, it's very hard to find this movie, but super, super worth it. It's awesome.
I think it's on Shudder now, actually, because I think it's on Shudder now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm almost, because I watched it earlier this year. I was like, holy shit, I haven't seen this movie probably since high school. And I want to say that like I randomly found it on Shudder. Whether it's still there, I have no idea, because they change up their lineup like all the time, but check it out.
It's not on Shudder right now.
Oh, it's not on Shudder?
No.
Aw. All right.
I've heard other people say that though too, that it's hard to find, which I'm like, I didn't realize was the thing. But yeah, now I'm determined to find it easily.
Definitely recommend this movie. I literally haven't seen this movie since I was probably 12 or something.
Yeah,
so I
same.
really, really need to watch it again.
Yeah. So good. Totally hold up.
The one line I remember is, "My brother, the doctor."
Yeah, if you have Showtime, you can stream it either on the Showtime app or on Hulu, or you can buy it on Amazon, I think. Yeah, but I find nothing scarier than The Suburbs, so I'm sure I'll find it terrifying.
Yeah, you definitely need to see this movie. Okay, our next question is to Emily. This was in a list of a quiz that was all about foreign language horror.
Oh,
not
Question.
Well, Mindy likes some of that stuff, so maybe she can back you up on it. Let's see. Okay, we visit the world of French horror cinema with a 2008 Pascal Laugier film about two girls, a woman covered in hideous scars, and a torturous secret society. What film was this? A, yes, you do get multiple choice. A, Hot Tension, which I'm assuming is the French name of high tension, but I'm not entirely sure on that.
You're correct.
Thank you. B, Trouble Every Day. C, The Martyrs, or just Martyrs, I'm not sure. I think I've seen it both ways. And D, La Intérieur, which means inside.
I don't know, Mindy. What do you think about Martyrs?
It's not the first one. Martyrs, sure. I'm sorry. I am totally useless to you on this one.
No,
But
that's great. I've been meaning to bone up on my French horror films, but you know what? I'm just gonna take a guess and say C. It's got to be C.
go for it.
It does gotta be C. It is C. Good job.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Allison, are you getting scared? They're making a comeback.
Oh my god, they only need 4 more points to beat us.
You're right. So now you have 4 French movies that you can watch.
Amazing.
No, thank you.
I've been wanting to see Martyrs for a really long time because everyone says it's so good. So now I might have to bump that up.
There you go.
Allison, I know that Sharon and Mindy would both recommend High Tension if you haven't seen that.
I think French horror films are like a little bit too intense and gory and fucked up for me. But
High Tension isn't super, super gory, but it scared the shit out of me. So if you have a hard time getting scared, this one actually might do it if you watch it by yourself in the dark.
It lives up to its name.
okay, all right, I'll add it to my watch list on Letterboxd. Hold on.
I'm writing down a new watch list on a piece of paper. I'm pumped.
Awesome. Okay, we are now moving to Allison's. This is another foreign language question,
Oh, amazing.
but I'm not going to say it in a foreign language because I don't have any of those.
Thank
So, what 2009 Norwegian horror film directed by Pal Oi included a dilapidated house, a Twin Peaks-esque hotel, and an abusive parent? A, Dead Snow. B, Skuld, which means hidden. C, Cold Prey. Or D, Vilmark.
I have no idea. So you guess and then I'll guess.
Read the options again, please.
Dead Snow, Skult, which means hidden, like hide and seek, I'm hidden. C is cold prey, and Vilmark.
Does it say what Vilmark means?
No.
Are we allowed to use Google Translate? No.
No.
I don't know. I just want to guess Vilmark, but I honestly have no idea.
Okay, you are incorrect. Sharon, did you want to give a guess?
I've not heard of any of these. I'm going to say hidden.
That is correct.
Yay!
You hadn't discussed it as much as
Ooh.
you hadn't discussed it as much as a couple of the others, so that's why you each got a shot on that one. I think it is now Mindy's turn.
Okay.
Mindy, in the 1924 silent film The Hands of Orlok, what is the hand-important occupation of the protagonist?
Oh my God.
A, chef. He uses his hands to slice the vegetables and to stir things.
Yeah.
B, surgeon. They use their hands to cut open bodies.
Thanks for the lesson, Spencer.
Well, not everybody knows. C, pianist. They use their fingers to play the ivories. And
Tickle the ivories.
yes, that's what I said. And D, barber. Somebody who should cut my hair.
And what was the question again?
I don't remember. The 1924 silent film, The Hands of Orlok. What is the hand-important occupation of the protagonist?
I feel like it would have. I'm going with. My gut says surgeon, just because it's a horror movie.
It's a good guess.
I don't know. If I guess that, then will Emily get a guess too?
I can't,
Like Sharon and Allison.
Yeah, well, that was the rules at the beginning.
right. If you are wrong, yes, she will get a shot. So,
All right.
Emily, get ready, because Mindy, you are wrong.
Okay, Emily, do you want to take a guess?
So my other options are chef, pianist, and
Barber.
barber. What's the title again?
The Hands of Orlok.
That's
Doesn't
super
help
helpful.
much.
Barber.
Also incorrect.
Damn it.
I am sorry.
Allison, do you want to go pianist or what was the other one?
Chef.
Pianist or chef? What are you leaning towards?
I'm leaning towards chef.
Chef? All right, we'll go chef.
You are also wrong. The answer is pianist.
In a silent film? The first use of colored contacts was in a black and white movie? Like, what are these people doing? They're so dumb.
I want to know why.
This guy, I can't remember what movie it was, of course, was playing 3 different characters, and I think having the blue contacts in did make his eyes look a little lighter, but it's like, at that point, just like, whatever, who cares? Like, just put on a big old wig.
Well, yeah, back then people would dress up by putting like a mustache on and like, oh, I don't recognize you anymore, like Clark Kent and Superman.
Yeah.
And yeah, eye color, they didn't notice that. Okay, Sharon, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Filmed in 1896 and directed by Georges Méliès, which of the following is often cited as being the first horror film? Is it A, Ponette trois couleurs, B, À nous la liberté, I do not know how to speak French, C, La manière du diable, or D, La règle de jeu?
Wait, can you read the third one again?
Do you want me to spell these two?
Is it
the third one?
manure du diable? Is that like the devil's shit? What is
No,
that?
not manure. I don't think that's what it says. It's Manior. La manière. Is it like manor? I don't know.
Oh, the manner of
Du diable.
the devil. So like the house of the devil, maybe?
Maybe.
I'll go with that one because I like the name. I liked it better when I thought it was the house of shit.
Or the devil's shit.
Or the devil's shit or whatever it was. Yeah, we'll go with that one. And if I'm wrong, then Allison can pick another one.
I do think the movie The Devil's Shit should definitely be made. But yes, you are correct, actually. It is La manière du diable.
Good job. I had no idea.
I had no idea either. We keep going further back in time.
Yeah.
I think I've actually seen this or seen part of it, and the work that he put into it was pretty amazing. But it's considered the first horror movie, so we all should go watch The Devil's Shit by Georges Méliès. Okay, this question is now to Emily.
Right.
Unstated in the movie, what is the name of the demon that possesses Regan McNeil in The Exorcist?
Oh, you're not even gonna give me options. Is it like Zuzu? I think Pazuzu. I'm gonna go with that.
You are correct.
Yes, I'm so happy.
I had no clue about this one. I am impressed that you got that.
You know what? We just watched a documentary about the making of the movie, so it's good timing for me. It's only gonna stay up here for like another month, and then it's gone.
Well, that was the reason you needed to remember that, and now it'll be gone after today.
Yeah.
Was that the documentary that was on Shudder, Emily?
I think so. I think it was the one on Cheddar. I actually did not love it. I thought it was going to be really exciting about all of the scary stuff that happened surrounding the release of the movie. And it really just wasn't. But the dude who made it is, incredibly charismatic. But I just was like, get to the scary stuff. And it never happened. So I think I fell asleep like 3/4 of the way through.
I have a friend who watched it, and she was like, William Friedkin really likes to hear himself talk.
Yes,
That's what I've heard.
I shut it off halfway through. I couldn't. I was like, okay, he's just talking about how awesome he is. I can't do this.
You know, it's so funny. Like, that is totally correct. But I watched it and I was like, he's so good at talking. Like, he fooled me. It's so funny. I feel like I should have better white man, like, guard up, you know?
No offense, Spencer.
Please, none taken. I'm not happy that I'm a white man. On that note, Allison, this question is for you.
All right.
How many people involved with The Exorcist died during production?
Ooh.
And I think Emily, I saw she had a smile on her face because I think she might know the answer.
Is there multiple choice on this one?
I will give you multiple choice. A, 1. B, 9.
Jesus.
C, 13.
Holy shit.
Or D, 3.
I think it's either 1 or 3. But I think people died after the filming.
And the question just says how many people involved with The Exorcist. Oh, it does say died during production. You're correct.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to say like 1?
Sure, I have no idea.
It's definitely not 13 because I would remember. Okay, I'll go with 1.
You are incorrect. Sharon, what is your thought?
3?
You are also incorrect.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
9.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Did you say 9?
It is.
That is correct.
That is a lot of people.
I read a book about this. That one, that's not fair. I'll take the point happily, but I was just like editing this.
It's all right. We both, you had a 50-50 shot there. We both bombed that one. So do you know some of the ways that people died? Like, how did 9 people die during production of a movie?
Yeah.
Anyone?
No, I don't.
Huh.
I just know that it was like that happened, and then that's when Regan is supposed to, like, when she throws her mom off the bed when she's possessed, like her the actress, I can't remember her name, who plays the mother, had like permanent back damage, like spinal damage from that because she got thrown so hard.
Mm-hmm.
The entire set burned down except for the bedroom, which had the possession in it, and that was left like totally pristine by this fire, which is so creepy. And then when the movie was released in Europe, there was like this, like, it was like, there's this grand church or something right next to the European release of the movie, and it was struck by lightning, like right when the movie started, which is crazy. So it's just like all these crazy coincidences happened around this film.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
But the question was, how many people died during the production?
So 9
Yeah.
people? Jesus.
But that,
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean, I don't know if they were counting like the church stuff, but also production's like pre-production, and then there's production, then post-production. So I guess it would include all of that.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like a 2-year process theoretically. And some of them could have just been random. They were old or something. But yeah, that's crazy. I think I had heard that there were some weird coincidences or weird things that happened on that movie, but I had no idea it was that vast. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, should we do a score recap now? Because now I am getting a little scared.
Yes. So the Resurrection Marys have 4 points, and the Sydney Prescotts have 8 points.
Oh, shit.
You
Okay.
guys are fine.
Yeah. We got this.
All right. So next question is to Mindy.
Okay.
In 28 Days Later, who is blamed for releasing the deadly virus? No multiple choice on this.
Fuck, I don't remember. Emily, do you know this?
Mindy, I have no idea. I don't even remember 28 Days Later. I keep thinking of Outbreak, and I'm like, I don't know, the monkey.
Yeah.
Are there choices?
He said no.
Oh.
So, Mindy, do you want to just guess something randomly, and then Emily, you can guess something randomly?
All through the house? Inside joke at Horse Talk Horror Trivia, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Emily, anything?
So the question is, who is blamed for spreading?
Yeah, releasing the virus in 28 Days Later.
Dude, I don't even know who's in that movie. Mindy, do you know any actors who are in it?
Is that going to help you figure out who was blamed?
Cillian Murphy is in it. It's one of his first ones where he wakes up and all of London is deserted. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
part? Yeah.
No. Maybe I didn't see it. Is the thing.
I just remember like a generalization of like the government or something. I don't fucking know.
Let's be the president then. It was the prime
Queen.
minister.
The
What?
prime minister or the queen of England.
The queen.
It could be.
I so hope it is.
I don't know.
That's another great idea for a movie, the Queen releasing a virus on London.
All right, let's go with the PM. Is that right?
Okay.
The prime minister.
It is not right. I'm sorry.
Oh boy. Is it the monkey? Okay, no.
That was Outbreak.
Allison, do you know?
28 Days Later.
Have you seen 28 Days Later?
Yeah. I actually watched it while studying abroad in London.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like a botched like government experiment. Wait, was it the military?
It may have been. Well, I was gonna say the government. So can I say the government and then you say the military?
You only get one shot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to say the military?
Yeah, we'll just say the military.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. It was, in fact, an animal rights activist, or animal rights activists in general.
Oh, it's PETA.
I wanted to say that, but I thought that was Outbreak. But I guess it's always the animal rights activists.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
They always blame us. I just want to say, for the record, I'm an animal rights activist, and I would never do that. Never.
Me too.
I'm almost 100% sure I would never do that.
Almost.
Well, I was hoping that maybe you would have known the answer to that, but I guess not.
No, I forgot because obviously I was like, that's bullshit. And we would never do something like that. So this movie is full of shit. No.
All right, this next question is also to Sharon. Which is not a film in Dario Argento's Three Mothers trilogy?
Oh.
A. Mother of Tears. B. Suspiria. C. Phenomena. And D. Inferno.
Okay, so I've only seen Suspiria and Phenomena. So I'm going to say Phenomena because I know that's like Jennifer Connelly and like bugs. And there's some crazy scene at the end with like a monkey stabbing someone or something. I don't know. That movie's fucked up, but it's good.
It's
I'm
the
gonna
prequel to 28 Days Later.
I'm going to go with Phenomena.
You are correct.
Yay!
Every time I see that word, I just want to go Phenomena.
Yeah.
Phenomena. Okay, good job. I was hoping that you would have gotten that one. Next is Emily's turn. Eyes Without a Face from 1961 is an unusual film that features which of the following rather futuristic acts? A. Face grafting. B. Outer space cemeteries. C. Squid monsters. Or D. Baby farms.
I do know the answer.
All of these
All of
sound
the
amazing.
above.
The baby farms. D.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry. Mindy, what do you think?
Face grafting.
Yes, it is face grafting. Yeah. I want to see this movie.
It's good. I have seen it, actually.
Okay, now we are on to Allison. And by the way, we're in the home stretch.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we playing to? What score?
I just have a certain amount of questions,
Oh, okay.
and we're almost at the end of those.
Okay.
And yeah, okay. So Allison, The City of the Dead is a 1960 horror film that features which of the following scary characters? A. Witches. B. Dragons. C. Ghosts. Or D. Vampires.
I have no idea. I've never seen this. Can I guess and then can Sharon guess?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say vampires.
You are incorrect.
I'm going to go with ghost.
You are also incorrect.
Okay, so
Vampires and witches?
The options are witches and dragons.
Or witches and dragons?
I say witches.
Let's do witches.
You got it. That's correct.
Yeah.
We'll take it any way we can get it.
That's right.
I just want to be embarrassed at the end of this. When you're like, what do you have to plug? And I'm like, oh, I wrote a book of trivia.
Well, there's still time. Okay, this next question is for Mindy.
Oh.
Lance Hendrickson did not appear in which of these films?
Oh, shit. Okay.
A. The Pit and the Pendulum. B. Alien vs. Predator. C. In the Mouth of Madness. And D. Pumpkinhead.
I'm going to guess one, and then Emily can guess if I'm wrong, right?
That's how we set it up.
Okay, so I'm going to go with A.
The Pit and the Pendulum?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
All right, Emily, which movie was Lance Henderson not in?
I gotta go with Pumpkinhead.
Final answer?
Dude.
Wait. Okay, what are my other options?
Alien vs. Predator, In the Mouth of Madness, and Pumpkinhead. Have you seen any of them?
No. But Pumpkinhead's really funny to me.
I like Pumpkinhead.
What? I'm going B, Alien versus Predator.
That is also incorrect. I'm so sorry.
All right. Well, Allison, I know he's the star of Pumpkinhead. So it's
is
either
he?
In the Mouth. Yeah. So it's either In the Mouth of Madness or wait, that was it. So it's yeah. So we'll go with In the Mouth of Madness.
Okay. Yes, Lance Hendrickson is the star of Pumpkinhead. He plays the titular Pumpkinhead.
I didn't know that.
No,
he's
he
not.
doesn't. No.
He doesn't.
Oh.
He calls Pumpkinhead after his son gets killed.
I just wanted him to be called Pumpkinhead. Yeah, so In the Mouth of Madness is correct. That is the Sidney Prescott's. The game is tight, but
Okay.
I don't know. You got to pull a miracle, maybe. Okay.
Oh, great.
This next question is for Sharon.
All right.
Which remake was released first? Got that? Gonna have to do some numbers here.
Okay.
A. Black Christmas. B. Friday the 13th.
Oh,
C.
shit.
The Fog. And D. Halloween.
There's been so many remakes of Halloween. Did they mean the Rob Zombie one? Did they mean the
Yeah.
Halloween that just came out in 2018? Okay.
I think it's just the first remake. If there's been more than one, it's the first one.
Okay. So I think Black Christmas, that one, was that 2009 or 2006?
6. And Friday the 13th, I think, was 2009.
Okay. And then Halloween, if they are talking about the Rob Zombie Halloween, I want to say that might have been 2004. And what was the other one? What was the fourth one?
The Fog.
Ooh. I think I've only seen the original Fog. I don't even know if I knew that there was a remake or... so I have no idea when The Fog came out. So I'll just guess one and then you guess something. So I'm going to say... I'll say The Fog.
The Fog is correct.
Woo! All right. Boom.
Good job. So now I should have done this research. Come on. When was The Fog remade? Because you didn't know. Because I'm almost wondering if the one that you saw was the remake, but no, probably not.
No, I saw like the old John Carpenter.
The one from 1980?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one, it looks like it was 2005.
Oh, I didn't know
Okay.
that. Okay. I didn't even know they remade it.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
now
I
I
know.
know.
All right.
So our next question is now to Emily.
Oh, great.
This is your team's last question.
Okay.
What is the name of the camp in Sleepaway Camp?
I honestly don't know. We don't get multiple choice.
No, I'm so sorry. I mean, I could maybe make something up, but that would probably give away the answer. So I'm not going to do that.
Sleepaway camp. What about? I'm gonna go with Camp Sleepaway.
That's a good guess. I like it.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, it is incorrect.
Okay, that's all right. We got Mindy. She knows.
You
No.
should watch that movie, though, if you haven't seen it. It's fucked
Put it on
up.
the list.
Yeah.
And then-
Allison, do you know this?
I
don't know
what. And I was like, what the fuck is this ending? This ending would not have been okay today.
Okay,
No.
now I need to see it.
So I don't know the answer.
Wait,
but
so
I'm just...
Mindy, you don't have a
Oh.
guess?
No, I was going to go with Camp Sleepaway. So, Emily, good game. We are awesome.
But we can still steal.
Yeah, we'll just finish it up. We'll finish up the game.
I'm just gonna do a Camp Franks and Beans.
Allison,
I have no guess. I don't like this movie. I saw it once and I was like, no. Mm-mm.
This movie is so fucked up. And after you watch it, you then need to listen to the episode that they did about it on How Did This Get Made, the podcast where they talk about fucked up movies.
Yeah.
And the first 15 minutes of the episode is just spent trying to figure out the relationships of the people in the very first scene of that movie. It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. You should see the movie first and then listen to it because it's hilarious. Okay. The answer is Camp Arawak.
Yeah. Oh, it was on the tip of my tongue. Damn it. Sorry, Emily.
So I have one more official question, I guess, which will go to the Sydney Prescott's. Which film franchise is the first to have a movie set in outer space? A, Leprechaun. B, Child's Play. C, Friday the 13th. And D, Halloween.
It's either A or C. I'm gonna go Leprechaun.
Leprechaun is right.
Are you serious?
Leprechaun in space.
I think it was the fourth in the franchise. I've only seen the first three, and so I really need to see the rest of them. But yeah, I think Leprechaun 4 is in space.
Oh my God.
Wasn't it nominated for an Oscar?
Yeah, it was nominated in every single category, but it didn't win a single one.
I'm shocked.
Right?
All right.
Okay, and I actually did have a tiebreaker question, which I will give to the Resurrection Marys.
Oh, thank you.
Which film was not written or directed by Clive Barker?
Okay.
A, Candyman. B, Wizards of Gore. C, Hellraiser. And D, Lord of Illusions.
Mindy, I gotta let you take this one.
I'm thinking B.
Wizard of Gore?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Woo! Nice.
All right, well, that's all the questions I have that I scrambled to gather this morning.
What's the final score?
The final score is of the Resurrection Marys with 7 points, and the Sydney Prescotts with 12 points.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. I'm so sorry that my knowledge is so just really bad. I got a case of the empty heads. You know what I mean? So sorry, Mindy.
No,
Getting 7.
we weren't at 0, so that's awesome. Yeah.
Spencer, what do we win?
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights. All right, I'll take it. We can humble brag for the rest of our lives.
There you go.
Until
That we
you have a
won.
rematch.
Until we have a rematch. All right. Do you guys accept future challenge?
Really, I'm gonna study.
New Year's 2022. Rematch.
Okay. Sounds good.
Hopefully we'll be out of lockdown by then.
Right? Oh my
Right?
God.
Maybe we can even do it in person. I'll take a trip to New York.
Yeah, right? Me too.
All right. Well, I just wanted to thank Allison and Emily once again for being on the show. Awesome job, both of you. It was a lot of
Yes.
fun. We appreciate it. Emily, where can we listen to Comedians with Ghost Stories? You want to talk about your new book or anything you want to promote? Do you want to do host a billion other trivias for random people, random strangers you don't know?
Yeah. Well, my podcast, Comedians with Ghost Stories, is wherever you get podcasts. It's on a little post season 2 hiatus. I've recorded all of season 3. I just gotta edit it and get it out there. I also thought maybe Ghost Story is not great for the end of the year, so we're starting back up in January. My Instagram and Twitter is EMC Winter. It's E McWinter. I messed it up. That's what it is now forever. My book comes out. It's a trivia book, I was definitely, out of all 4 of us, the absolute worst at this. So you should definitely get my trivia book. Wow.
I wouldn't say that. I think you were all equally bad today.
I agree. Thank you, Spencer, for being diplomatic.
Yeah, it's called One Day Smarter, and it comes out in September. And my editor did let me keep the chapter called Morbid Facts for Know-It-All Goths, so I'm really happy about that.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's my favorite chapter. And I'm gonna try. Okay, so this is my big project. The world record for biggest pub trivia night is 2,300 people, and it was set in 2010 in Belgium. And I just feel like it's so breakable. So I'm trying to see if I can get. Hopefully, we will be post-pandemic by then, and I would love to throw a 3,000 person trivia night in New York with the release of the book. So I'm talking to the Penguin Random House people about that, and hopefully we can break a world record with trivia. And I will learn. I will listen. I got some studying to do, clearly. So anyway, that's my deal. Thank you. Goodbye.
Awesome.
You got to have a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Allison, where can folks find Who's There, a podcast about horror fans?
You can find Who's There, a podcast about horror fans, at who'stherepodcast.com. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, but you can find us anywhere where you download podcasts. And I come out with a new episode every week with a new conversation with horror fans about why they like this genre. And Mindy and Sharon were a recent guest, so that was awesome. Yeah, and if you want to find me on Twitter or Instagram, I'm that girl Allison.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys both so much again. We really, really appreciate it. Mindy, do you have any final words?
Thank you guys. This was awesome. This was fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Thank you for having us, or me. I'll speak for myself.
Yeah.
And Emily, that's September 2021, right? For your book and for the hopefully world record breaking?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I don't know how people feel about this, but I had the idea that we should write a thing that people could read out loud, like the Goonies, to have people be an honorary whore on the show or with the show. So I haven't written anything, but maybe that's something that we can do in the future. We can have people say, I state your name, hereby declare that I am, I don't know, whatever. We'll come up with something. But if we had that ready, we would have you both read it today.
I prefer dumb slut, but I'll take horror. Yeah, okay.
You prefer what?
Dumb slut.
Oh.
Well, and some people might not feel comfortable becoming an honorary whore, so...
Dumb sluts talk horror just doesn't have the same ring to it, but
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a little bit easier to say. I mean, Horrors Talk Horror, I had so much trouble saying it when I was saying your name when I was recording my intro. I was like, Horrors Talk Horror. Oh, yeah, it was hard.
You really have to enunciate that last horror. And that's kind of how I came up with the name, because I would always be like, I love horror movies. And people are like, you like horror movies? Like, you know, the W word? Like, no, horror movies. Like, no one takes the time to enunciate. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Thank you all for joining us. Correct me if I'm wrong, Spencer, but am I still undefeated in trivia?
I don't actually know. I'd have to go check.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've won every game so far, but who's keeping track?
You are.
Yeah, I definitely think we should do a rematch with Emily and Allison next year, 2022. We're definitely all gonna need to study though. Gonna have to really study our horror movie knowledge. This is where we cue the montage scene of all of us watching horror movies while Eye of the Tiger plays. We're all jogging in place in front of our televisions and doing push-ups while Pumpkinhead's playing. So just picture that, people.
Let us know if maybe you have any new holiday horror stories after this 2020 season.
Or any New Year's Eve horror stories.
Email us at whorestalkhorror@gmail.com. We love getting ghost stories, true crime stories, creepy stories, or whatever you want to share that we can read on the show. Please subscribe to us and rate and review us. It really does help us get more exposure. And if you are able to, please join our Patreon if you want to have early access to episodes, see exclusive posts, and maybe get some cool shit.
We hope that you all have a safe and healthy New Year. We sincerely hope that this New Year will go easy on all of us. But just because it's 2021 does not mean that everything is going to be okay. Obviously, we're still in the middle of a global pandemic. There's still systemic and institutionalized racism in this country that needs to be eliminated. People are still losing their jobs, their housing, and going hungry. If you can help out, please do. We are going to add some links to some great organizations in our episode description. We also decided to donate all the money that we made from Patreon in 2020 to two of the organizations that we're going to be listing. One of them is Action Against Hunger, and the other one is the Robin Hood Foundation. Action Against Hunger aims to end life-threatening hunger for good within our lifetimes. I would love to see that. For more than 40 years, this organization has been working to treat and ward off hunger in more than 45 countries. Its programs promote food production, prevent COVID-19 and waterborne diseases, and provide aid after disasters. In 2019, the organization served more than 17 million people. And the Robin Hood Foundation's mission is to elevate families out of poverty in New York City. This year, the organization is supporting more than 500 programs around the city, including ones that provide job training to low-income women, support high-quality education programs citywide, and provide assistance to immigrant and minority-owned small businesses. The Robin Hood Relief Fund also provides food, housing, and other help to the communities most impacted by COVID-19. So two great organizations, and we're going to be taking all the money, as I said, that we've made from Patreon and contributing a little more and rounding up and donating to both these organizations. So thank you to our patrons for helping us do this and help these two wonderful organizations.
Yes, thank you so much. And yeah, I mean, we're all in this together. I know that phrase is so used and abused at this point, but we only have one world, one earth, and we're a community, so we have to be good to each other. So I think these are two organizations that help, go towards that, fight towards that. So yay! Anyway, please be kind to each other. Be safe, especially since we're all starting off fresh with this new year. And as always, thanks for getting creepy with us.
Sharon, do you want a beer?
Oh my God.